Hello students. So let us continue with this chapter computer organization. So in the previous video I had explained to you about the input and output unit. So in this video I'll be explaining to you about the central processing unit, that is my CPU. As you people already know that CPU is the most important part of the computer. We call it as the brain of the computer. So what exactly is the function of the CPU? CPU is going to interpret the instructions in the program and it's going to execute them. Interpret the instructions means that it's going to understand that instructions that we are giving to the computer and it's going to perform that task. For example, when I double click on a game icon, that game will actually start. So that double click is understood by the CPU that I actually want to start the game. So it's going to understand that and then it's going to start that game application. So those are the functions that the CPU actually performs. So there are many varieties of CPUs that are available in the market. When we actually go to buy the computer, we actually should buy computers that have good CPU in that. In the sense good CPU, I'm telling it's the CPU that will work at a faster rate. So for example, there is CPUs like Intel and AMD. So in Intel we have a number of varieties. As of now, the type of processors that are available in Intel is a Intel Pentium processor. We also have the Intel Athlon, Duron, Pentium and Celeron. So these are different types of processors that are available in the market. So based on the type of CPU that we are actually having in the computer, the speed and the performance of the computer actually will be affected by that. So what are the major units that are available in this CPU? So the major units of the CPU is my control unit and the arithmetic and logic unit. Students understand these are the major units. It's not that this is the only part of the CPU. So the major components they are telling is that it contains control unit and arithmetic and logic unit. One more point I want to add is that CPU, we say it's actually an electronic circuitry. Okay, so remember that CPU is nothing but an electronic circuitry and this is made of a number of transistors. So the more number of transistors that if they are present in the CPU, the faster will be your CPU. So as of now in the market, a CPU contains a billion number of transistors in that. They are very microscopic, so you cannot actually see it easily. But it actually contains so many transistors. So let us go back. So as I told you, there are two major units. That is my control unit and the arithmetic and logic unit. So let us look into each of it in detail. So my control unit. So my control unit is the functional unit. This is the unit that is going to control the flow of instructions between different units of the computer. As I've already told you, the computer contains four basic units. That is my input unit, output unit, my memory unit and my CPU. So the flow of instructions between each of these units is actually controlled by my control unit. So what are the operations that is performed by it? It's going to fetch an instruction, it decodes the instructions, it executes the instructions and it stores the results. It fetches an instruction means that whatever instructions we actually give to the computer, it will be actually saved in a memory. So it might be saved in the memory permanently or temporarily. It's actually based on the type of operations that we perform. So even if I double click using my mouse or type anything on the keyboard, all those instructions actually gets saved temporarily in my memory. So this control unit is going to first take those instructions from the memory, and so we tell it as it is going to fetch the instructions. Once it fetches that instructions, it will decode those instructions. Decodes the instruction means that it's going to understand the instructions. Okay, then finally it's going to execute that instructions. That means it's going to perform the operations that we are telling it. Then it is going to store those results back into the memory. So these are the basic operations that are performed by my control unit. Then we have the arithmetic and logic unit. So this arithmetic and logic unit is going to perform the arithmetical and logical operations. So what are the arithmetic operations? You people already know, right? Arithmetic operations are nothing but my additions, subtractions, multiplications, divisions. So all these operations are actually performed using this arithmetic unit. Then it's going to perform the logical operations like and, or, and not, and also relational operations. So relational operations are nothing but the lesser than, greater than, lesser than, equal to. So these kind of relational operations are actually performed by the logical unit. This arithmetic and logical unit is not just going to perform these arithmetic and logical operations, but it actually also controls the speed at which the operations need to be performed. So if my processor is very fast, then these operations are performed at a faster rate. So students, whenever you are going to buy the systems, always check for the best CPU that is available in the market at the best price. Only then purchase those kinds of systems. So as of now, we'll just go through this itself, the CPU itself. In my next video, I'll be explaining to you about the memory unit. So students, take care. Bye then.